Hello, and welcome to a short review of the Bachmann Thomas & Friends Express Coach. The packaging is just labelled as rolling stock, which, I mean, it's not wrong, but I would rather had it say Express Coach or Composite Coach or something. But yeah. Now, the main critique I have for this packaging, which is the obvious fact that you can't put the model back in. Once you open this packet, it will go straight in the bin. Bachmann have been doing the Thomas range for, I think, about 20 years now, and they've never changed this. And it is a great shame, because a lot of the models are quite good, but they don't have a box to protect them. The end of the coach is all black, which can make it somewhat hard to see all the detail, though there's a fair bit. It's all detailed as wooden boards, and there's some buffers, though they have a mould sort of seam, I believe is the term, across them, which is a bit of a shame, but it's not too noticeable, so, you know, as long as you're not studying. The end of the coach is all black, which can make it somewhat hard to see the detail, but it's not too bad. There's some fairly basic wooden planking, and there's some buffers that do have a mould seam across them, but it's not too bad. So as long as you don't study it too hard, you probably would not notice it. I rather like the wooden sort of end pieces that cover up the corridor connections. I don't know if they have a particular name, but they can be removed, which I think is quite cool. I don't know how well this is registering upon my camera, but there is actually a little bit of detail moulded into the end once you've removed the board. There's a fair bit of panel detailing on the side of the coach, which I think makes it look rather ornate. The coach is fitted with an interior, but it can be quite difficult to see. I own a Hornby Express coach as well. Now, I believe the Hornby one is based on a Southern coach, not the LMS one that the Bachmann is based on. Now, the roof is grey on the Hornby one, as you can see, but I don't think... I know they were grey in the early seasons, but I don't think they were that sort of light. They were black in the later seasons and the CGI series, so both are kind of accurate in their own way. I believe that the Bachmann model has much superior colours. I feel that the yellow on the Hornby model is far too bright, and that the green is not dark enough. The Bachmann model has a much better livery. I paid £40 for my express coach, well, it was $39.95, and I bought it from the NRM at York because I visited again to go and see the Flying Scotsman. And I'm a bit on the fence. I like this model a lot, but for a box that I can't put it back in, and some fairly basic detail, if I'm being entirely honest, I don't think it's entirely worth it. I've seen the same model for about £32 to £45, and if you can get close to that 30 mark, then I think it's okay. I know that the Thomas branding certainly drives up the price a bit, but I don't feel that it's worth the £40 that I was charged. In comparison, the Hornby coach only cost me £19 from Rails of Sheffield some time ago. Now I shall have Gordon take the express. Oh dear. Well, on second thought, I shall send for James.